What's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Spectre 9781 coming with another video. So, I just got done uploading the last video that I made, so I'm gonna make the one that I mentioned in the previous video. So anyway, teachers. Teachers are probably the most underappreciated, underpaid people on planet Earth. In the American education system, in the English education system, they're probably the most underappreciated people. Because their job is to deal with bratty kids who are raised by pieces of shit for parents. And I'm going to talk about my experience with teachers losing their shit. And it's mainly because they couldn't get the class under control. They finally had enough. Like, students would not freaking listen. Okay, that's one thing that I need to tell parents. When your child is acting up and the teacher has to call you, it's not the teacher's fault that your child is acting up. No, it starts at home. You need to start disciplining your child. You need to start doing this, that, and the third. Actually start telling them no for a change. You know, my mom never let me use my IEP, cerebral palsy, or autism as an excuse for bad behavior. No, she corrected me. Bad grades didn't fucking matter. She used to, all it took from her was a look. And my parents were never really strict on grades as long as I got a C. Just as long as I got a passing grade, and if I was actually trying, if I was actually trying in chemistry or a class I was having a hard time with, they didn't care, just as long as I got a passing grade. But parents, you need to start actually looking after your kids. Now, I'm not saying every teacher's a freaking saint. No, I've had some pieces of shit from teachers. Two come to mind, and I'm not gonna name them, but one would lose my homework all the time. I get in trouble. I almost failed his physics class because there was like it wasn't until I got a freaking email from the freaking and it wasn't until my parents wrote a freaking nasty email to them that they did not have to pass the freaking class. That I got freaking caught up in my head. Let's see. My dad. My dad wrote a nasty email to this teacher. And, well, let's just say I passed the class. Because it was bullshit. Those scan tests, that's how they would grade your tests, is those scan tests. So, that teacher who would always lose my homework, because I'd always turn it in. I'd always do homework right when I got home, so I could play video games. And this teacher would always lose my homework. And then the other one was in middle school. Now, the other one did not care about his job. He was just a piece of shit. He gave my friend and I detention one time because he asked me a question. Because my friend asked me a question. He's like, "Hey, do I have blood on my face?" And that friend is probably watching this video right now, remembering that. We joke about it all the time. If you're watching, hey, bud. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, my friend asked me, "Hey, do I have blood on my face? I was like, no, you're good. And then all of a sudden, um, like, you had detention with me, and we're just like, what? Like, what? Okay. So that was a day of scraping gum underneath the desks and stuff, which is disgusting, by the way. Don't just moral of the story, kids. Don't talk in class, otherwise you'll get freaking detention, even though you're not even doing anything. But anyway, back to the actual good teachers that actually do their jobs and actually want to teach students. Admin is stupid. Admin, even I knew admin was holding these teachers back. I literally walked in on my senior English teachers cursing out the principal because literally the principal was giving AP kids rewards for their A pluses and stuff of that nature, but not acknowledging like special education students or any normal student who actually did get A pluses in class. And he basically said it's because we're not good at taking tests. Oh, we're not good at taking tests? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's why we're in special education, because we need more attention, we need more help. Okay? And basically that's what my senior teacher friggin' said. Like, you know, and like the stuff that they would actually like require you to do in school, testing and stuff of that nature, it's a burden on the teachers, but also a burden on the students. Now, I took the same exact state test every single year. Because that's all school is measured on now, is tests. Not actual thinking, not actual critical thinking, but your own feelings, political beliefs, and tests. I'm looking at you, junior English teacher, like literally. Why? Why were you going after me that whole entire year? Because I disagreed with you on something politically. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that falls under the First Amendment, and I'm sorry, but it's freedom of expression and freedom of speech. So, like, and plus, teachers, your political opinion does not matter whatsoever. Your job is to teach math, science, biology, and stuff of that nature. And I don't know what the heck my freaking great grandparents are watching, but I can just hear it. But like your guys' job is to teach us how to do stuff. You know, we don't want to hear your political opinions on either Donald Trump, Joe Biden, or whatever, or whatever, And I get it. Like, politics is huge. But save that for a civics class. By the way, I feel like civics should be a full year class, because not a lot of students understand how our government works. I just feel like, I just, like, and plus, junior, I was a 17-year-old kid at the time. I was freaking stupid. I didn't understand anything about it. I just expressed what I was taught at home. Now I'm more center. I don't play the freaking left and right game. Like, I'm more center. I'm just both sides are freaking ugly. Okay, both extreme sides are freaking ugly. But I carry some libertarian points of view and some conservative points of view, but that's it. And this is supposed to be a video about teachers. Anyway, I would see teachers coming in with just being tired, being exhausted, because they had to spend all night grading papers. Some shit. Some papers were easy to grade, because some students didn't even do the frickin' paper. And now, from what I hear, in 2020, they passed every single student. What? Even the ones that didn't attend class? Excuse me? You know, and that's what you're worried about. You're worried about hurting a kid's feelings. And the teacher's trying to tell admin, hey, like, I don't care if I hurt a kid's feelings. I'm going to fail them. Like, and the admin's trying to freaking convince them to freaking change the grade to an A because they want the school records to look good. What kind of sense does that make? Anyway, yeah, so teachers, just please, and oh my god, okay, long story short, volume is up in the living room and I can freaking hear it. Walls are not, like, soundproof here. Anyway, teachers, I stand behind, good teachers, I stand behind you, because you guys managed to actually put up with a lot more than I realized you did. So thank you. And to all the teachers that impacted me negatively or positively, thank you. Because honestly, without you, I wouldn't become the man I am today. So, and you know, to everyone that's watching these videos, thank you. Even if it's just a couple of viewers, thank you. I'll be uploading Overwatch gameplay within the next few days because Overwatch 2 is coming out on October 4th. So hopefully I'll be able to get through a whole entire match without cursing, and I'll be able to upload the gameplay. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna do for today. So see you guys in the next video whenever I upload. And have a good day.